All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, pushing his word without truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahweh Shai. I just want to do a lesson going into the MOTB. I got a few videos pulled up and some article. So Lord willing, this lesson be edifying and to the point. And I want to begin with here in Revelation 13 and verse 15. And it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed." And who's the he he's talking about here? He's talking about the NATO and the EU. Ultimately, those elite banking families, those Edomites at the top, they have the power. What's the image of the beast? The image is going to the image of the ancient Roman Empire. Let's read about that right here in First Maccabees 8. I'm gonna read verse 1 and then I'm gonna jump down so you can know it's talking about the Roman Empire here. So this is First Maccabees chapter 8 and 1. It says, "Now Judas had heard of the fame of the Romans, that they were mighty and valiant men, and such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them, and make a league of amity with all that came unto them." And amity, that's just friendship. So let's jump down here to verse 13. We'll start verse 13. Because America basically, it's a copy and paste of the Roman Empire. This is Rome 2.0. So this is first Maccabees 8 and 13. It says, "Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they displace. Finally, that they were greatly exalted, yet for all this none of them wore a crown, or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby." You see, that kingdoms in the past, it was a monarchy. You had a king that sat on the throne, then his son, he was next in line to sit on the throne, but Rome wasn't ruled that way. That was going to get into how they ruled, but America is the same way. They don't have a king. They have elected officials. Selected officials, if you will. Verse 15. "Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house." Or America as well, a senate house says, "wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered." It says, continuing on, "and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation against them." Sounds like a president to me, but the only difference is every 4 years here. Hey, but Trump on the end that he wants to start a dictatorship with him. No, he said, hey, he told you Christians, say, get out and vote, Christians. You're not gonna have to do it again. What do he mean by that? Uh, but yeah, that's the point I want to read. This is the image is based off the ancient Roman Empire. There's many other correlations between ancient Rome and America today. The Colosseums, the bread and circus. There's many similarities. But Revelation 13 and 15 again, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Because if you don't get down with this society, you're gonna be literally killed and also separated. So let's just get that. Apoctino. This is G615. Apoctino. Under outline of biblical usage, says to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow, to perish. Going into the root word from that is apo. G575. Under outline of biblical usage, it says of separation. You're going to be separated from society. You ever see those Esau movies he put out there? You got people living underground and shit because they've been xed out. They didn't want to participate. They didn't want to get down with how society was moving. So that's what that's going into. That killed. Revelation 13 and 16 says, "And he calls it all." Once again, it's the same he, the beast, NATO and the EU, with those elite banking families at the top, of Esau Edom, the so-called white people. "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. I said that weird. Their foreheads. Sound like I said foreheads, but anyways, everybody's gonna have to take this, this mark, no matter who you are. LeBron James, or are you homeless? Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. You incarcerated, or are you living a so-called free life here? You know, I was going to that word mark. That's charagma. G 5480, charagma. Under outline of biblical usage, it says a stamp, an imprinted mark. Right here it says definition two: thing carved, sculpture, a graven work. As the Apostle Hart goes into this time and time again. Something that's carved, you carving a piece of wood. That's a physical thing. You physically have to carve it. You working with a sculpture or a graven work. Or stone and chisel. That's physical. This is a physical mark, not spiritual. That certain camps like to push. The mark is not sin. Just to put it out there. The mark is the MOT. Not the the mark is the RFID CHIP. The radio frequency identification chip. There you go. Going into the root word from this, from charagma, you have charax, G5482. Under outline of biblical usage, it says a pail or stake, a palisade, and this is going into the delivery instrument, that syringe that's going to be used to put that chip within people. I've done many lessons on it. Just you can Google and YouTube Sweden chip parties. You'll see. They just having fun. They want to be cyborgs or whatnot, and you mainly see Esau Edom doing it. And then going to the root word from Karax, you have grapho, G1125, grapho. Under outline of biblical usage, it says definition 2:4. Oh wow, did they change it? It used to be 2D, but 2:4 says to write to one, i.e., by writing in a written epistle to give information, directions. Well, see, this is the part of that chip that's gonna go hold all your information, basically everything that's in your wallet, along with your biometrics. You've been hearing Trump say that a lot. You've been hearing that word go around a lot. The measurement of life, basically. That's what it's going into. Your eye scan, your fingerprints, your palm scan, whatever. You name it. So let's go back and we'll read that again and keep going. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You have these different companies with the C hip that'll go in your hand, and also many companies that have this brain computer interfaces. So we seeing this being fulfilled right now. We're just waiting for the mandatory implementation of it. You got Elon Musk with his Neuralink. He's at the forefront with the MOTB in your forehead. Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And the name of the beast is going to getting that that chip within you. Put it simply, you now you've taken Esau Edom's name upon you by letting him penetrate you. You getting that digital awl. In the ancient times, you would get an awl drove through your ear to say, I want to be with this man forever. This is my master forever. Now you made Esau your master forever by putting his name upon you, by taking that mark. It says, or the number of his name. We're gonna go into it. Verse 18. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666. It was also going to the universal product code. But let's get into these articles now. Play these videos here. Let's start with this one. It's from World Government Summit, and I was watching the Elder Yashawamba. Yeah, he played a portion of this video, so that's where I got this from. So let's play a quick portion of it. I'll mute my mic right quick.
thinking, where we created neural networks that could answer questions that human brains would struggle with. When we came to grips with that, I made a speech and I said, "Is artificial intelligence the most important discovery in the history of humankind?" And question mark, maybe. We'll soon find out. 18 months later, I think it's very, very clear. It is a much bigger deal than the Industrial Revolution, electricity, everything that's come before. We will soon have not only artificial intelligence, but much sooner than anticipated, artificial general intelligence. And not in too distant future, artificial superintelligence. What is artificial and superintelligence? I'll quote my dear friend Elon Musk. Well, Elon said about artificial superintelligence, "I'm not looking forward to being a house cat."
I mean,
So we will have incredible reasoning power, the ability to discover things that would elude human minds, because this next generation of AI is going to reason so much faster, discover insights so much faster, whether it's being able to diagnose cancer in early stages, or design therapies, custom design vaccines for those cancers, custom made for your genomics and your specific tumor antigens. So that is one of the things that in medicine, we'll see revolutions in diagnostics and in therapeutics. As you know, Tony, we started a project where we're gathering satellite imagery.
And I'm playing this video. They're talking about AI, but AI is going to be within that C-hip, you know, because as you heard them say, they're going to be able to diagnose things faster. How you think they're going to do that, man? They want to get under your skin and in your body. You know, there's many videos out there going into that, how they want to get under the skin, you know. And this is what he's going into, you know, without saying it out front. But how do you think they're gonna be able to know? Uh, let me play it again and see what he said verbatim.
Custom made for your genomics and your specific tumor antigen, cancer in early stages, the ability to discover things that would elude human minds, because this next generation of AI is going to reason so much faster, discover insights so much faster, whether it's being able to diagnose cancer in
Being able to diagnose cancer early. How do you think they're gonna do that, man? They're gonna have to put that C-hip within you, you know. So that's you can watch the rest of this video for yourself. It's 21 minutes, you know. It's not that long of a watch. And let's go straight to the next one. This is from CBS 19. We'll play a quick
Why is
portion.
everyone spiraling?
Salakia. Play a quick portion of this. President Donald Trump signs executive orders at Mar-a-Lago.
order relating to the first.
I'll just play a couple minutes of it because he mentions chips. You know, they getting the people used to hearing the terminology of chips and microchips or whatnot. You know, I'll probably pull up another commercial, Lord willing. We'll see after this. But let's play this.
This is an executive order relating to the affordability and availability of in vitro fertilization and other fertility treatments. These are treatments that have become unaffordable for many Americans, or have been unaffordable for many Americans. And the executive order is a directive to the Domestic Policy Council to examine ways to make IVF and other fertility treatments more affordable for more Americans. The second item that we signed was a presidential memorandum imposing radical transparency requirements on government departments and agencies. In keeping with President Trump and the administration's broader commitment to governmental transparency, what this presidential memorandum would do is require, as waste, fraud, and abuse is uncovered, as programs are canceled, and ultimately as taxpayer dollars are saved, this presidential memorandum would require departments and agencies to make all of the details of that freely available to the public. Lastly, we have another executive order that President Trump signed relating to independent agencies. This executive order would establish important oversight functions in the Office of Management and Budget and its subsidiary office, OIRA, supervising independent agencies and many of their actions, and also reestablishes the longstanding norm that only the President or the Attorney General can speak for the United States when stating an opinion as to what the law is.
Thank you very much, Will. That was the primary purpose of this conference, to explain that they're all very important in their own way. Fertilization, I've been saying that we're going to do what we have to do, and I think the women and families, husbands, are very appreciative of it. But that was it. I do want to say while I'm up here, I've been contacted by some of the biggest companies in the world, and because of what we're doing economically and through tariffs and taxes and incentives, they want to come back into the United States.
So, like, let me slow it down so I don't, because this is the point right here. I should have just went straight to it, but listen to what he's about to say.
And we'll be announcing various very large companies, the biggest actually, and they'll be coming back, having to do with chips and having to do also with cars and lots of other things. We're going to be announcing some very, very big.
And that's the point right there. He say, you know, some big companies coming back having to do with chips. And yes, chips are they have microchips in your cell phones, but don't for a second think that he's not talking about Revelation 13 and 16 as well, man. You know, we're gonna read a couple of his executive orders that he signed. Like part of the first batch of his executive orders. So he mentioned it right out his mouth, chips in front of the whole American people, having companies come back to America dealing with chips. So this is yeah, let's read this one because, as I mentioned, AI from the first video, it's it's going to be hand in hand with the MOTB. As he's mentioned, it's going to be able to early detection of cancer and all this stuff. Yada yada yada. But this is from executive order from January the 23rd. Says strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. And well, let's read this one first because this the one, the AI one. And we'll go back to that one as well because hey, what do you think they're talking about? But this one is from January 23rd as well, 2025. It says removing barriers to American leadership in artificial intelligence. Now let's read some of this. Uh, it says by the authority vested in me as president. Section 1. Purpose: the United States has long been at the forefront of artificial intelligence AI innovation driven by the strength of our free markets, world class research institutions, and entrepreneurial spirit. To maintain this leadership, we must develop AI systems that are free from ideological bias or engineering social agendas. With the right government policies, we can solidify our position as the global leader in AI and secure a brighter future for all Americans. That's a damn lie. It never done anything good for the American people. It says this order revokes certain existing AI policies and directives that act as barriers to American AI innovation, clearing a path for the United States to act decisively to retain global leadership in artificial intelligence. Section 2 policy. It says it is the policy of the United States to sustain and enhance America's global AI dominance in order to promote human flourishing, economic competitiveness, and national security. Typical. I'm just the last one I read from this, and then Lord willing, I put all these websites in the description box so you can read for yourself as well. Section 4 says developing an artificial intelligence action plan within within 180 days of this order. I ain't gonna do the math, but this January 23rd. So within 180 days of this, says within 180 days of this order, the assistant the assistant to the president for science and technology, APST, the special advisor for AI and crypto, and the assistant to the president for national security affairs and coordination with the assistant to the president for economic policy, the assistant to the president for domestic policy, the director of the office of management and budget, and the heads of such executive departments and agencies as the APST and APNSA deem relevant shall develop and submit to the president an action plan to achieve policy set forth in section 2 of this order. And let me just read this again without reading all the middle BS. It says within 180 days of this order, it says the assistant to the president for science and technology shall, jumping down, it says, shall develop and submit to the president an action plan to achieve the policy set forth in section 2 of this order. And once again, section 2 says, it is the policy of the United States to sustain and enhance America's global AI dominance in order to promote human flourishing, economic competitiveness, and national security. So they moving fast with this thing, light speed, warp speed, whatever the hell they saying, man. But hey, the MOTB is near, man. Everything is in order. They putting laws on the books, these executive actions to establish the leadership in this AI, man. Which this AI is going to be connected with the MOTB. That's how they're going to be able to monitor you through this AI. They're gonna know everything that you're doing. Once they put that chip within you. Well, let's go to this one as well. It says strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. Now let's read a little bit of this. It says Section 1, Purpose and Policies. The digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the United States, as well as our nation's international leadership. It is therefore the policy of my administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain technology, and related technologies across all sectors of the economy, including by, and I'm not gonna read all of this. You can go back and read it for yourself, but uh, blockchain, man, that's what these CBDCs and all these different digital currencies are going to be attracted by. They're going to know every purchase you make, and they're going to control everything that you can purchase. So let's go to the next article here. It's a patent, and it's the patent number for this. Just Google patent 060606, man. 'Cause, hey, they have to tell you what their plans before they do them. They're putting it right in your face, 666. And let's read into this. It's a patent for a cryptocurrency system using body activity data. What the hell? Let's read the claims right here, and I'll probably read a little bit more of this. Or, I'll just read the claims. I don't want to make the lesson too long and drawn out. We'll just read this section 1 right here. It says a cryptocurrency system comprising one or more processors and memory storing executable instructions that, if executed by the one or more processors, configure the cryptocurrency system to communicate with the device of a user. And they're not gonna tell you flat out that they talking about a RFID chip, But that's just talking about the device with the user, man. It says receive body activity data, which is generated based on body activity of the user, wherein the body activity is sensed by a sensor communicatively coupled to or compromised in the device of the user. It says verify if the body activity data of the user satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity data is verified. Oh, so you being a lazy fat ass, you're not getting shit. They're not gonna verify your data if it's not satisfying the requirements that they're gonna set forth. You ate too much steak, no cryptocurrency for you. You're not gonna be able to eat. You're not gonna be able to take care of your family. And let's have this a scene from Black Mirror here, because it's basically what they want to establish. I'll I'll play it. It's just I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I just want to show how they want to monitor your body activity, and then they're gonna reward you money. So let's play it.
The hottest girls in the nastiest situations.
He had to pay to brush his teeth, man. What the heck? But it's gonna show that video, the scene one more time where he was riding a bike and earning the money. See everybody up in here. You gotta meet this how did it say? It says verify if the body activity data of the user satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity data is verified. That's what's going on. And they made sure. You see how Esau Edom is? They made sure to show this part right here. This is the mark. This is how everything is being counted, and tracked. This is the damn devil, man. But hey, you can go watch this episode for yourself. but that's all I'm play here. You know, this we're near to the MOTB, and I'll end it off on a few more scriptures. Let's get Revelation 3 and 10. Revelation 3 and verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and patience is going to suffering, suffering for the namesake of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and enduring in this word and pushing it no matter what. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And this world is not talking about cosmos, it's talking about in the oikoumene sense. Let's bring it out right quick. The whole world is going to be tested with this. Are you going to have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or are you going to just give in to Esau Edom and his damn ways, But this is G3625 Oikoumene, and then under outline of biblical usage definition, it says the inhabited earth, and then definition 1.3 says the whole inhabited earth, the world, the inhabitants of the earth, men. It's talking about, as a global scale, everybody's going to be tempted upon the earth with this mark, And let's get the judgment for taking that mark, And just to put it simply, don't take this RFID hip. It is the MOTB, and this is the judgment for it. It says doom for worshippers of the beast. Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and we went into that at the beginning of the lesson, the image of the beast, the system of this place, is basically a photocopy of the system of the Roman Empire, their policies, their ways of doing things. It says, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, so it don't matter what hand you get it in, It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to feel the righteous anger of the Lord, man. His indignation. And so he's going to be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of Yahweh Shai, which is the Lamb, and the holy angels, man, by way of those chariots, which the world knows as UFOs and UAPs, shooting laser beams up on this place, man. This is the judgment set for taking that mark. And we know the heavenly, I'm thinking of another precept here, 2 Thessalonians 2. The Heavenly Father is going to give 2/3 our people over to, to that mark, Let's read it. Let's start at verse 8. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And the wicked is being revealed. Now, Esau Edom, this so-called white man, is the wicked that the Bible is speaking of, man. And the spirit of his mouth that's going to the prophets. We revealing this devil week in and week out, day in and day out, telling you that this so-called white man is the damn devil. He says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yahweh shine angels. Verse 9 says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Is going to the false miracles that he's going to bring. And he gets his power from Satan. That's his fault. These damn Esau Edom's father is the damn devil, Satan. Let's go. Search. See what power says. Power, signs, and lying wonders. This is G1411. Let me play it.
Strong's G 1411. Dunamis.
Dunamis under outline of biblical usage. Let me see. Well, we'll read the KJV translation count. It says power, mighty, work, strength, miracle, So these are all false miracles on the left-hand side that he's going to come with, There's many videos, Elon Musk showing his Neuralink. Oh, you can be able to walk again. You can control stuff with your mind, play games on the computer, all with your mind. You never touch anything, Let's see what it says for signs.
Strong's G 4592. Semayon.
Outline of biblical usage says a sign, mark, token. Uh, right here it says, of miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates the men sent by him, or by which men prove the cause they are pleading is the Most High. But we know they're not on the side of the Heavenly Father, but it's definitely a miracle on the left hand side, because they're trying to do what Yahweh came to do, making the lame to walk, making the blind to see. They're doing this on the left hand side through their technology. Let's go into wonders.
Strong's G 5059. Teras. Teras.
Teras. Then on the outline of biblical usage, miracle performed by anyone. So this is what this devil is coming with on the left hand side. Left hand miracles through his technology. Now getting to the point that I want to bring this out for. I'll read verse 9 again. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, those left hand miracles through his technology, says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So you're going to be deceived, and the Heavenly Father is going to give your mind over it. As verse 11 says, it says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. The Heavenly Father is going to give 2/3 of our people over to taking this mark. It says, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So I'm going to end the lesson there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the point. Don't take that mark, that that RFID CHIP. That is the MOTB. Don't be fooled out here by these other camps telling you something different. There's no gray area. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing his word without truth and sincerity. Shalom.